In this video, we'll look at two very interesting cars, two that will hit the US market in the second half of next year, the VW ID.7 and the Lucid Gravity. We have limited information about the two and expect to learn more with the passing days. The Lucid Gravity was unveiled at the recent LA Auto Show, and the excitement around it was on display almost immediately as the people gathered struggled to even get up close. The ID7 has been available for viewing in Europe, the specs and equipment of which are expected to change on the one that will eventually make it to the US. The ID7, expected to launch in the fall of 2024, is a battery wagon mid-size sedan. It's a category that almost never does well in the US, and when it launches, it will surely be checked mainly for the improvements users here may seek over the VW ID.4. This is particularly so with the software, and the interface in the ID7 already shows the improvements in the physicality at least. Its 15-inch horizontal display looks a huge stride in the right direction when it comes to the infotainment future of EVs. We'll know the actual software improvements only when we get our hands on one, but the indications are of substantial improvements in the interface that's way more snappy than the one we had on the ID.4. On the specs, which we shall see in a moment, the car looks pitched against the Tesla Model 3 long range. The ID7 has a WLTP range of 624 kilometers or 388 miles. The WLTP tends to be a bit more generous than the US EPA, but I can imagine a range of 300 to 350 miles on a full battery here in the US. The ID7 Pro, its listed base trim, has a 77 kWh usable battery, 82 kWh gross, the same as in the ID.4. The higher end Pro S is indicated to have a larger 86 kWh usable and 91 kWh gross battery pack. The larger pack is expected another year from the launch next year end. The indicated range on the smaller pack, along with the pack size, could lead to an efficiency of 4 plus miles per kilowatt hour, pretty much expected with the visibly better aerodynamics. It's indicated to have a drag coefficient of 0.23. The Tesla Model 3 sports a drag coefficient of 0.219. That level of efficiency is very common Tesla Model 3 playground. The Model 3 is significantly lighter though. The ID7 will have a 175 kilowatt max DC charge rate. 200 kilowatt would have been far more desirable, especially for the Pro S. Fingers crossed for the actual product when it hits the US shows next year. That goes with an 11 kilowatt onboard AC charger or one that can deliver 48 amps. The performance variables on the ID7 indicate 282 horsepower and 402 pound-feet of torque, a max cargo of 56 cubic feet with 18.8 cubic feet in the rear. The ID7 has a curb weight of 4,028 pounds. I have no indications on the headroom and legroom just yet, but it will have a wheelbase of 117 inches and a ground clearance of 6.4 inches. The ID7 is 195.3 inches long, 73.3 inches wide, and 59.8 inches tall. I saw some notable misreporting on the height, and viewers should well take note. Besides, these specs are detailed in Europe and could change in the US with differing equipment. The ID7 makes some very notable promises. It indicates heated and ventilated seats with 11 types of massages, an electrochromatic glass roof that can turn transparent or opaque with the press of a button. It could bring a 14-speaker Harman Kardon 700-watt sound system and an augmented reality heads-up display. This could be exciting to check in the real world for the tech enthusiasts, particularly for its real value when driving. The biggest change to feel in the Lucid Gravity is its internal room. It's a change from the Lucid Air, and the space exceeds even that in the Rivian R1S. That's significant, but one will do well to consider the suspension when on display, as a change there along with the trim could significantly change the actuals. The ride quality in the Gravity will also be assisted by the auto-adjusting air suspension. It's also promising two-row 5-seat and three-row 7-passenger versions, and that will meaningfully enhance the user's choices. Wheel options include 20 inches in front with 21 inches in back, 21s in front with 22s in back, or 22s in front with 23s in back, all between 20 to 23 inches. The 440-mile range put on the website is likely of the top trim and will get lesser on the lighter trims to follow. The dual motor option seen currently will most likely have a single motor one following. The price for the trim unveiled is indicated at under $80,000 and hence within the current federal tax limit, just like the Tesla Model X base trim. This car will have significant updates coming for its trims, specs, and other details, and keep an eye here for them. As said, all the details of the trims are yet not specified for the Lucid Gravity, and the figures presented here must hence be placed under suitable assumptions to be confirmed at a later point. The Lucid Gravity is 198.2 inches in length, 78.7 inches wide, and 65.2 inches in height. It's projected to have a range of 440 miles. This figure will be known firmly by trim once it's at the EPA. Also, as the other trims are unveiled, the battery pack is indicated at 120 kilowatt hours, which I think is a function of a change in chemistry. The trim is indicated to have 900 horsepower. The performance variables are best looked at later when the car has been driven. The Lucid Gravity has a total cargo of 112 cubic feet and a curb weight of 6,173 pounds, a drag coefficient of 0.24. The wheelbase is likely to be 119.5 inches. For the final word, 2024 is expected to simply increase the overall options with SUVs in the US, with so many makers lining up options in the segment. And that's happening on the back of falling EV sales and prices amidst tightening financial conditions. Surely it looks like a good time for those with the appetite to finally satiate themselves after the runaway years just gone by. Also, when the DC charging problem itself will be in a transition, with makers getting the NACS adapters in the hands of the buyers. Let's be very clear that among all the companies that have signed up for the NACS port, none are going to get the native port anytime soon. The earliest of models with the native port are not expected before 2025 at the earliest, and the DC charging problems are not all going to vanish even then. Surely that's not a concern with home charging, but generally the hype in the media on the NACS signups seems to give an impression that it's all done. It is not. Something I thought my viewers would be served well, keeping in mind. I'll get back with the next video soon on another set of exciting electric vehicle updates. Until then, take great care and thank you for watching.